Alright, as promised, I'm going to be reviewing another long-awaited Mortal Kombat Legends review type thing. I don't know what are words. So yeah, I'm going to be reviewing the latest, as of this review's, Mortal Kombat Legends movie, Cage Match. This is the Johnny Cage-centric one, and, yeah, it's pretty good. Just right out the gate, this is a pretty damn good movie. It's pretty fun. I actually really like the animation style here. It is very, like, absorbing that 80s flair, which, while I'm getting sick of, thanks Stranger Things for ruining the 80s nostalgia for everybody. You know, poisoning that well. And also, yeah. But it does, like, what I appreciate about this movie and why it doesn't bother me the same way Stranger Things or some 80s property, like some things trying to capture that 80s nostalgia, and why it is mostly because, for me, it's playing it up. Like, it's playing up how hokey and how dumb it can be. Like, that's what I appreciate about it, is that it's playing up this kind of, like, fun to it. That's what's really the big thing for me, is that it's playing up a level of fun for me. And it understands that, yeah, it's like the movie itself is saying, yeah, we're tired of 80s nostalgia too, and we're going to make fun of it. So yeah, I like that. The voice actor, what was his name? The voice actor for Johnny Cage, I forget his name, but he was perfect. He is perfect as Johnny Cage. I think he did a phenomenal job voicing that level of snark, as well as, like, quick wit, and also being dumb at the same time. It was he played it up really well. I can't remember his name, but honestly, I hope they get him back for like, no disrespect to the Johnny Cage in the video games, but I hope they get that voice actor for Johnny Cage for future animated projects. Speaking of voice acting, this is sadly the last. I think this is pretty much, I could be wrong, but this was the last thing Gilbert Gottfried did before his passing. So it was really kind of like and Godfrey goes out the way Godfrey should, dropping the screaming at the top of his lungs and saying "fuck" every fucking time. That's my best Gilbert Gottfried impression, everybody. I'm sorry, but the thing, so it was kind of bittersweet, and also, like, the character dies, and you can't help but think, I'm well aware they weren't planning on that, and they probably only had Gilbert Gottfried for a short time. They could only afford him for a short time for this project, so I understand they probably didn't know he was going to pass shortly after making the movie. So, or the movie was in production, yeah. So, I'm not going to say, like, oh, that, when Johnny Cage kills off his character, that's in poor taste. They didn't know. I'm sure they didn't know. As for the other characters we see in here, Asura was really cool. It is cool that, like, thanks to MK1, we are getting, like, a resurgence of other lesser-known Mortal Kombat characters, and it was cool to see a few here. And yes, I know they brought in Asura and her sister Serena for that, level of synergy. You know what I mean? Like, they wanted to have synergy with MK1, so it made sense. But it is cool nonetheless. I also, like, they clearly were watching Deadpool, because there's moments where he's, like, breaking the fourth wall, and he's doing fourth wall break narrations. So, yeah. Again, like, it's the same thing where I'm like, they clearly know they're clearly taking notes from Marvel without they're taking notes from Marvel, because, yeah, like I said in Snowblind, they basically ripped off Old Man Logan for Sub-Zero's storyline in Snowblind. Now, like I said, the animation's really solid. Like I said, this animation was really solid. I also really enjoyed just the fight choreography in the animation. I really liked how fluid and fast. There's a great chase scene in here. There's a great chase scene at the start of this movie that's a lot of fun. There is a few great fight scenes, especially the final fight between Johnny and the main villain of this movie, Shinnok. Which, by the way, I guess I'll talk about right now. So, this movie is supposed to be a hidden prequel to Scorpion's Revenge. Yeah. They basically reveal that it is a prequel to the film, like saying without saying that it's a prequel to Scorpion's Revenge. And it's weird because Johnny Cage fought Shinnok, and then he sees Shinnok in Battle of the Realms and doesn't say anything. Like, he just doesn't say anything in Battle of the Realms. They had to have known that's a bit of a continuity error, right? If you're tying it in with your Mortal Kombat animated universe, someone's got to bring that up. I feel like using Shinnok twice was kind of if you're gonna do that, remember, oh yeah, Johnny Cage doesn't know who Shinnok is, because he didn't know who he was in Battle of the Realms. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm being pedantic. But yeah, aside from that little continuity error, the movie's a lot of fun. The movie is a lot of fun. It also has a great soundtrack. I really want to get the soundtrack. I thought there's a great there's music to go with the scenes, actual songs and whatnot. I really loved it. But also, I just like how it comments on Hollywood. There's a lot of comments made about the Hollywood industry, especially at the 80s. There's a great actual joke of Tom Cruise that they say without saying the last name, but he's like, yes, that is Tom, but yes, he does do his own stunts, but it's mostly because he has nothing else to live for. I'm like, in a weird way that tracks. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, another thing this is kind of a minor... Oh, I do want to say I liked Johnny's assistant. Johnny Cage's assistant was a lot of fun. He's a great little, straight man for Johnny to play off of. You kind of need that for Johnny Cage. Even though he's a bumbling idiot, you do need someone who's, smart to, keep up with it, to keep up with him and keep Cage on that on the level. I will say that when Johnny's using the green energy, because he's, again, descendant of gods, it does come out of nowhere. It's just that moment where he's fighting Shinnok and it just comes out of nowhere. I kind of wish they hinted at it a little more in the movies, hinted at it a little more throughout the movie. Just kind of give it oh, I just feel stronger whenever I'm fighting someone and I just keep getting stronger or something like that. I don't know, but that's a minor nitpick. I really do love this movie, and again, I really have to praise the pacing for these films. They're really well done. The pacing for these movies, this one I think was less than an hour and 20 minutes, and it feels like a complete movie. Again, the only I feel like they took notes from Battle of the Realms, and looked at how bad the pacing was in that movie, and then went, I know what to do. Maybe not try to do 3 stories in one for a movie, and just focus on one story like we did in Scorpion's Revenge. How about that? We try that. I don't hate Battle of the Realms. It's just doing too much in too little time. But Snowblind and Cage Match, these movies perfectly balanced as all things should be. So yeah, I really have been loving the Mortal Kombat animated movies more than the live-action movie, and probably the live-action movies in general. So yeah, I can't wait to see the next Mortal Kombat Legend movie. I'm excited to see where that takes me. And now I have to go track down all the Blu-rays. I've been meaning to do that and add them to collection because I very much love having physical media, because streaming can be a pain in the ass. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match? You guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.